What happened? I forgot to run my OBS on administrator, and this leads to the games sometimes not showing up while streaming. So I started it before checking, and it was just like a complete black screen. By the way, sorry for the background noise, but it's just too fucking hot over here, man. My throat is dead, bro. Fuck. What happened? Ah. I hope it isn't a sign I'm gonna get sick. Hello, Almond. Oh. My throat is really bad right now, bro. Fuck. Will you get Lupa or what? Yeah. The reason I need a grind for Brant isn't because I'm gonna go to the 50-50, by the way. If I lose the 50-50, fuck Brant, right? Now, I'm obviously not gonna be mad because I've gotten like 4 earlies and won 5 50-50s in a row. But if I win the 50-50 on Brant, the problem's the weapon. I have like no pulls for the weapon banner. And I do not want to use a Brant without his weapon, respectfully. So I'll probably like do a bunch of exploration off stream and shit. Hello, Aquatic. Oh wow, bullets, yeah. I'm currently on like 50 plus pity for Brant. Speaking of him, whoops. Well, yeah, I actually did want to check the pity. Let me make sure. Yeah, 50 pity. Feyon seems strong. Yeah. I don't know, man. He needs to get nerfed. I say this as someone who's probably pulling for him. His ass needs to get nerfed. I just watched a 3 cost 0 cycle, and this guy is doing over a milli single target without the repercussions that Archer has, which is like the skill point problem, the best in slot teammate synergy. Like, it's so. And he can spam that shit too. Like, he can do it like 3 or 4 times during the transformation. And that's E0S1, bro. No Sunday. No limited supports. Fucking Branya, RMC, and Tingyun. Like, yeah, no Saridra. No Saridra. No best in slot supports. Jeez, man. How much pity you want? 50. That's good, Devin. On the other hand, Archer's numbers look kind of meh. Yeah, my I don't think Archer is even meh. It's just like, oh, it's his reliance on Sparkle that's a problem. If he could perform the exact same without a Sparkle and like with Sunday Robin, I'd say Archer is in a good spot. But if you don't have a Sparkle and you can't like increase the cap skill point limit, like just as the chat was saying earlier, by the way, thank you. I didn't believe you guys, and then I watched a few more Archer gameplays. You actually do just want to build as much SP as possible, and then when it's Archer's turn, fucking spam it. Because every time he uses an attack, the next one is even stronger. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like, Archer has really good potential. He does, but like Feyon, you got to think about it, right? Feyon is doing over 1,000,000 damage single target 3 to 4 times in his transformation, and he's a blast character. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a destruction blast character whose exit transformation attack is AoE. Yeah, like, I don't think Archer is weak. I think he's honestly around where I expected him to be. I think he could use like less reliance on like Sparkle and stuff. I just think Feyon is broken out of the fucking wazoo. Like, his ass needs to get nerfed. Sparkle skippers will be punished. If you want me to be honest, though, I still love Archer. If I get lucky on like my Feyon pulls, I'll still probably pull like Archer's Lycone and try to make him work with like my Sunday Robin. I mean, it should work, right? Like E1 S1 Sunday, E1 Robin, surely, right? Like, bro, 3.4. I can't wait. I usually don't care at all. I really want to see the I want to see the revenue chart for 3.4 HSR, even though I never care for that shit. Bro, they're doing a triple rerun Harmony banner on Feyon. They're doing a triple Harmony rerun of Sparkle, Trivy, and Sunday. What? Yeah. It's Sparkle, Trivy, and Sunday. Apparently, is the current leaked rerun for Feyon's banner. I think I might. Okay. I think I might not go for E2 Feyon. Like, even if I skip Hyacine, right? Because I don't think I'm going for Saber, by the way. Saber, in my opinion, looks like the least interesting out of all these collab characters. So I'm fine with, like, the free Archer. But I think I go E0 S1 Feyon instead of E2. But then I go hard on like SP Don Hung and Saridra investment. Like if she has a good E1 or S1 or like both, like I'll go in for that from what I saved. Because I should be guaranteed E0 S1 Feyon. I'll just get E2 Feyon on like a rerun or something if he's still relevant. If not, GG's. I mean, to be honest, with the way they're doing new team comps these days, yeah. I think I might go E2 Feyon. Because of the way they're doing shit and how fast like characters are getting reran. Like, look at all these new team comps that have like 3 best in slots released in a row, bro. Like, it just saved me more money if I just invested more in Feyon. No more E6 my day. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I mean, realistically, I could probably clear endgame for like the next year without pulling, but realistically, you shouldn't pull Eidolons or Lycone on DPSs. I disagree. I agree that newer characters, like there will be Eidolon power creep and like normal power creep, but like if you already own an entirely, like if you have the full Feyon comp, right? Like let's say you got double cost on Saridra, you got 2 cost on SP Don Hung, and you got 2 cost on Feyon. Like with the way Hoyo is marketing new teams these days, the newer characters are gonna want a new best in slot support and a new best in slot sustain. So you're gonna need like 6 cost to invest into a new team comp when you could just add 2 more into your Feyon, or add 3 more and make your Saridra also like E1S1 or something, and that would probably beat the new team. Yeah, like E1 Aglaya, E1 My Day, like E2 Herda. Like there's a lot of characters in this game that just give you so much more value in terms of Eidolon cost. I'd say Herda is probably the best in the game. Or maybe My Day. I don't know. One of the two. Both of them at E2 just give massive fucking increases, like including the E1s as well. Why pull for Aglaya in the first place? I mean, if you like the character. Huh? If you have a Sunday, you like the character, Aglaya's likely going to have some pretty decent Saridra synergy. Why not? No, I haven't done the HSR quest. I'm tired. There's way too much I have to look at and catch up on. Yo, why does this guy keep healing himself, bro? Aglaya's weak though. She just isn't. She peaked already? I mean, not really. Like, she'd also use Saridra. Like, she's not gonna get any tailor-made best-in-slot supports, but, like, neither is My Day. Neither is Herda anymore. Neither is Casterus anymore. Like, um, yeah, like, you guys need to understand. Aglaya, full E0. Like, I used to glaze Herda. I did. Right? I pulled E2 Herda myself. Herda is absolutely amazing at low investment. If you put a team at complete E0S1, best in slot teammates, at least before Casterus, Aglaya was the strongest team in the game. She's now dropped down to number 2. Like, that's it. Being number 2 isn't really all that bad. My Day is just not getting a dedicated sustain. As an E2S1 My Day owner, we gotta give it up, bro. If we get a single target limited sustain that helps max HP scalers, it'll be like a year or 2 years from now for a different DPS not named My Day. Like, we are just not, they are donezo with these HP scalers. Oh yeah, I agree. Aglaya is a high investment, high reward like team comp. I don't disagree. You really the speed tuning is, yep, the speed tuning is speed tuning. You know what I'm saying? My Day has more potential. I mean, My Day can also use Saridra. Basically, anyone can use Saridra plus Sunday in this game, but yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I am truly amazed by Feyon's animations. Like, maybe it's because I don't play like anything outside of the mainstream gotchas. Those are the best gotcha animations I've ever seen. Keep in mind, I gave the title of the best gotcha animation I've ever seen to Cartethia like literally just a few weeks ago. Like, it was like 2 weeks ago. And then fucking Hoyo dropped that Feyon shit. It's like, holy fuck, bro. Like, I did not expect that. Oh. I need gameplay with the new reworked kits. Last I checked in the Reddit mega thread, there was a Jing Liu, uh, thing. But I'm gonna be honest, it looked a little unrelatable, so I didn't even bother watching it. I'm way more hyped for Dot being a thing again. I think after Feyon, the only two characters. Okay, obviously kit wise, right? Kit wise, it would be Saridra because there's a lot of hype around her and what she might be able to do. But outside of just Saridra, I think like Cyrene and Dark March are the ones I'm most curious, like animations wise, and as well like how strong they'll be. Because you got to keep in mind, Feyon is like, okay, Feyon is might be the first case of like a massive power creep in V1. Like almost always, even like Castress, like she was not too hot in V1. Feyon is fucking busted in V1. Like they are trying to make Feyon strong as fucking shit. So I'm curious, how strong would Cyrene be? Because she's like the last Amphorius character we're getting, right? Like kind of the Sunday, right? Supportive, likely an Emanator. So the first support Emanator in the entirety of the game. Like that just sounds broken, no? Like what is a support Emanator gonna do? Actually, he sucks. Buff him more. Nice, Kiwi. No, well, I don't think so. Phanos power creep is worse than Acheron? Unironically, maybe not, maybe not. Nah, 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 nah. I won't say it's Acheron level, but it's 100% possible for when he gets his best in slot teammates. I'll say that much. But like Acheron on release, even without best in slot teammates, was just noticeably better than the rest. Her Chikona story is good. Well, I'm just here for the asteroid, so I'm not even paying attention. I'm unfortunately not much of a story guy. Nice, Solemn. I think the craziest thing about what Feyon's doing is that once again he has no best in slot teammates. Like I truly don't know how they're gonna balance Saridra, but if we were to just take at face value what we know about her, Feyon should be able to take double the amount of turns during his transformation state. Like the like Draco was here in the chat the other day saying that, it might be like nerfed or something. And I was like arguing against it, but I think at this point, seeing what I'm seeing, I can't see Saridra going live unless they nerf Feyon with like the guaranteed double turn thing and the buff stays the entire time. Because I've now seen that he can, right? The people have proven me right now that the gameplays are out. He can get two ults off in one cycle. Two. This would be 32 turns with a Saridra, man. Yeah, with E2 Feyon as well, it'd be even more than this. It'd probably be in like the 40s. Like there's just no fucking way. I saw a Pure Fiction Zero Cycle a little bit ago too. Destruction, by the way. Destruction character, zero cycling, pure fiction. That was E2, was it? I mean, either way, he'd be able to do that with Saridra, though. Like, if I'm being honest, he'd be able to do that with Saridra either way. At E0S1. I hope Saridra has a decent E1 though, because I'm only going E0S1 Feyon now, so. I'm interested in Saridra's E1. How you feeling about Saber and Archer? Uh, I think Saber sucks, meta-wise. I don't think she's too bad, like, animations-wise, like a lot of people say. But I do think Archer is better than Saber, at least in best in slot teams. Archer's single target damage is fucking disgusting. Like, I saw Archer earlier. Now, yes, keep in mind, sustainless, right? E2 Sparkle, E1 Tribby, these fucking whales. Trying to be relatable. But I saw Archer do a 680k single target skill into a 700 plus k into a 900k. Like, all in one single turn, like 2 million plus damage. Now, does it compare to Feyon? Not really. Because Feyon can spam his fucking 1 million plus planet earth shattering animations like multiple times, but. Hello, Solus. Yeah, Archer looks the most fun gameplay wise out of all of them. Feyon looks to have the coolest animations easily I've ever seen in my life. Though he looks a bit boring gameplay wise. And then Saber's probably like in the middle. Yeah, I also need to see Archer with a sustain. I'm seeing a little too much propaganda. Talking about relatability, you E2 My Day enjoyer. Hey, I had to drop 400 plus pulls for that dumbass. And either way, in E2 My Day, it's probably going to get beat by an E0S1 Feyon anyway, so it's okay. Underestimated Archer's E1. I mean, either way, his E2 is abysmal dog shit. But I don't remember what the E1 was. Let me see. After using skill 3 times in a single turn, the next skill use in the current turn will not consume skill points. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. My problem is this E1 becomes so much stronger with Sparkle. Okay, I think this E1, hear me out. This E1 is worth pulling on if you run Sunday. If you like get rid of Sparkle, right? Run like I don't know, Sunday Robin or something like that. I think this E1 helps you a lot. Like it helps you a lot cuz like Sparkle, even though she can have the 8 skill points, she's not going to be able to do an extra attack, I believe. Like a Sunday could, cuz Sunday, the second Sunday skills what's it called? Archer, he will regenerate a skill point. So you'll still be at max skill points, right? But Sparkle can only regenerate skill points through ult. So even though she has the higher SP cap, she can't actually do like an extra turn over like a Sunday team. So I think you pull this E1 if you're like a Sunday Robin user, and it's just incredibly fucking broken. Like you save up 6 skill points for Archer, and he just goes in on it. Or actually, I think Tribby would be better here than Robin. I'm gonna be honest, because of Tribby being able to basic attack every 2 seconds. Maybe it is just better to have Tribby than Robin. But either way, I think this E1 helps Sunday Havers quite a bit. What does E6 Feyon do? Look at this whale, bro. Look at these whales hiding in my chat. Feyon Eidolons. Sunday contracted to other teams. I mean, it's the same case for me. But Archer looks fun. Like, even though he's weaker than Feyon, Archer looks fun as shit. So, max Scourge increases by 2. I think this means the max cap for the stacks that he has in his transformation state is increased by 2. When using Creation, Bloodthorn Fairy, or Calamity Soul Scorch Edict, which I'm assuming both of these are the attacks that aren't the enhanced one, additionally gains 2 more Scourge. After using the attack from Foundation, I think this is, yeah. After using the enhanced skill attack that consumes Scourge, additionally deals true damage equal to 20% of the total damage to the enemy with the highest HP. So he gets 2 more max cap on the stacks, and whenever he uses the other attacks that aren't enhanced skill, I think this means he gains like 2 more. He already gains a shit ton, by the way, every time. And he has Tribby's E1 with everything else. He literally has Tribby's E1 on here, bro. he has Tribby's E1, but with just way better QOL on the enhanced state. So more Chibaku Tensei, yes. Basically, you'll be fucking spamming the Chibaku Tenseis. That's all you need to know. Yeah. The thing is, it's even stronger than his E2 though, because the E6 gets targeted to the highest like max HP thing. So it's just disgusting. Yeah. Tribby's E1 plus the 20% damage increase. Surprise, surprise, guys! The newest main DPS has the new strongest E6. Could you believe that? Hunt March with Archer? Uh. Mm, I don't think so. I just think she doesn't provide enough buffs. It's just better to use Sunday or Sparkle for the SP generation. Maybe like a free to play option, yeah. Oh, yeah. Feynon's E4 basically makes it so that no matter what, you always choose the counter attack. Because it gives 4 stacks towards the counter damage without even including everything else. So you basically always counter, and when you're not countering, you're dropping meteors. Even his E4 is busted. Combined with his E6, yes, pretty easily. It massively increases like his counterattacks damage. Mm, come on, just come early, please. Oh, you get Chacona yet? No, I'm not pulling Cartathia probably. Are you going for Brant Sword? Because I want Brant Lupa. Fuck. What made you skip Cartathia? Brant looks more fun. That's about it. Basically the same reasoning, although, bit different because I love HSR and I love Feyon. The same reasoning I have for saying that Archer looks more fun than Feyon, even though Feyon has the cooler animations. Like, I'm talking about, like, possibly getting E1 Archer and all that stuff. The exact same thing applies to this game. Like, the difference is I can't afford both like I can in HSR because Archer's free. More fun? Yeah, Brant looks like a lot more fun of a character than Cartathia. He also has pretty good potential in like a lot of teams. What is what is his Lycone again? Archers? Archer Lycone. I just don't have any 5-star alternatives, man. It's so cooked. Um, 16% crit rate. When entering battle, when the max limit of ally skill points, I mean, this is always going to be active, 40% attack. When the wearer uses a skill, increase attack by 10%, stacking up to 4 times. You dirty dogs. You dirty fucking dogs. Oh wait, it doesn't have a turn limit. Never mind. If it doesn't have a turn limit, I'm fine with it. %80 attack, 16% crit rate, basically. That's not bad. I feel like a lot of people are underestimating the attack on this shit. But to be fair, he probably already will be getting some decent attack buffs. It's not anything crazy, though. Just use cruising. Cruising is fucking dog shit. You need to get enemies to under 50% HP to even take advantage of the effect. Like, I don't think Archer's Lycone will be too much of an increase, but it'll still be like 20, nearly 30% probably. How many Eidolons can I even get? I mean, we don't know how long the banner is. Have you seen the cope on the cart main subreddit? Nope. The only thing I ever see on the cart main subreddit is people asking if they need a Pol Chacona. It's basically Zhao Q and Acheron mains all over again. Look up Seal Lycone. I mean, I don't have it. That was my old main account that had Seal's Lycone. 18% crit rate for every 10 speed that exceeds 100. Increased damage dealt by basic attack and skill by 6%. Oh. This effect can stack up to 6 times? Is Seal's Lycone actually better than his own? Hello, Rando. No, I don't think it's a must-have, Haru. It's just nice. You'd be wasting attack % subs? I mean, in the first place, isn't it like just better to run -1? Or nah? Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe you just run hyperspeed, like my 180 Sunday. I have a S5 Seal Lycone. Yep, you can use that probably. Were you all hoping for Sarija to be energy support? You think the best in slot support for Feyon, who doesn't use energy, is gonna... Oh, wait. You're cooking. You're cooking. I take it all back. I take it all back. I'm a fucking dumbass. I forgot this guy gains a stack every time he regens energy. You're cooking. Okay? Yes. I think a lot of people are going to skip. Skip what? Fey Lycone is legit useless on Archer. Like, we went over it earlier. Fei Xiao's Lycone, the crit rate or the crit damage, whatever it is nice. But Fei Xiao's Lycone only buffs damage for ult. And that's it. Like, it's not really good for Archer, who has like a 240 energy requirement for his ult. And all his damage comes from skills. Seal LC doesn't do anything either? No, it does. It increases skill and ult damage. And he says he has an S5 one, so it's even more. It gives even more crit rate than Archer's Sig as well. You don't use speed on Archer? I mean, you just could. Like, he's already oversaturated as fuck on his attack buffs. Especially if you're running like Sunday Robo or something. Topaz Lycone? I don't even remember what that shit does. 134 Sunday? Yeah, exactly. You can make it work. You can make it work. I mean, honestly, if you don't want to go through all this bullshit, just pull Archer's Lycone. But I don't think you really need to be honest. What attack buffs? I'm assuming Sunday Robin team. Archer's Relics, probably Scholar. Game plays out. I mean, that's just you, Lemon. To be honest, I've never felt like HSR is a waifu collector game. Especially compared to fucking Genshin and Wuwa. To be honest, HSR is a paradise for most people who want to pull dudes. The only male we're gonna get in the entirety of version 2 is Brant, until maybe the very last patch of version 2. And then in Genshin, the only limited 5-star male has been Kinnich in like the last year. Oh yeah, that's understandable timeline. Like, you gotta keep in mind, I was complaining about HSR's ratio already, but now that I've played Wuwa and come back to Genshin, holy fuck. Like, we got it good over here, man. We got it good. Oh yeah, Kiwi, that would have been pretty bad. It's Nihility anyways, or Ishi Hunt, whatever the fuck. But Archer does no follow-up attacks. Like, his follow-up attacks do 0 damage at all. Like, it's so dog shit. Uh, the follow-up, like, mechanic that Archer has is more like a follow-up gimmick. Like, it isn't really anything special. His follow-ups don't do damage? No, they do like fucking nothing, bro. Like, I'm watching his skills drop nukes for like 6 to 700k, and then he'll do a follow-up and it does like 50k. Like, his follow-ups don't do shit. Why even give him follow-ups then? Because every time he follow-ups, I believe he generates a skill point. And, like, his ult, it gives you like 5 stacks of something, I think. And so he can do 5 follow-ups for every ult, and each one can generate a skill point back when he does it. It's literally just a gimmick to make it easier on his skill point issues. Really? What wipes? Now, Kiwi, you're going for E6 Cypher, right? E6 Cypher should easily be his best in slot. Like, I haven't seen many people run it yet, but like team buffing wise, and especially because it's E6, Cypher should be 100% Archer's best in slot if you want to run that. Oh, his ult only gives 2 charges? Well, yeah, there you go. I was wondering why 5 sounded a little too generous. Won't E6 Cypher just be a better hyper carry than Archer? / J? It's the thing, it's the combination of the two. Like, I know you're saying it as a joke, but E6 Cypher is just... we don't talk about E6 Cypher, bro. We don't talk about it. There's no power creep in bossing, say. It won't matter who Archer's sustain is. Yeah, you either just run him sustainless or like... I mean, if you want to run the Sunday comp in the future, you'll probably have to pull SP Don Hung. But if you're not running -1 Sunday, it's probably like maybe Hyacine, literally just for the team damage. I don't know. Like, especially if you pair with Cypher, just use whoever the fuck does damage. Can I use Cypher and Feyon together? I mean, you can. Like, honestly, yeah. That's gonna shit on content. Yeah, you can. Why not? E6. Wait, you have S5 too, right? You're going for S5 on Cypher, right, Kiwi? Doesn't her defense ignore even go higher with S5? Still going for E6 S5? Let me check the light code real quick. Oh yeah, you're good, bro. You're good. You're good, Kiwi. 32% defense shred, 30% speed increase. So you're getting 32% defense shred and 70% vulnerability. Yeah, I think you're good. Cypher needs her to stay on the field. No. Uh, this is an E6 Cypher. So this is my assumption. You can probably still record damage for Cypher while playing Feyon, but even if you can't, at E6, one of Cypher's follow-ups can instantly record like nearly 1,000,000 damage. So, like I literally just speaking buffs wise, it's amazing. But like also including the recorded damage and her own follow-ups outside of it, it's like I'm too poor to know about E6. All good. I only know about E6 because of Kiwi in the first place. Yeah, Draco. Do you think Silverwolf will finally be T0.5? No. Maybe. I don't know how Pride One's gonna rank it. I'm saying like tier 1. I think APOC she'll be T0. Like, pretty easily, but... Blade might be T0.5? Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. I said it before. I think Silverwolf will have the second Blessed glow up, but Blade is just going to get a massive glow up because of Hyacine. Like, Blade is already... Like, Pride 1 already moved Blade up to T1.5, and they're still looking. Like, they have the eye thing probably to check if he's T1. And after the buffs, he's almost guaranteed just going to go into T1 or T0.5. Oh, yeah, I saw that, Alum. They made an Aventurine one instead. Any new leaks about kit update for Cartethia? I don't think so. We got a vague post like 1 or 2 days ago, and I didn't want to make a video or a community post on it because people would say I'm doom posting. But let me check real quick. Yeah. So, where is it? We don't have the beta numbers yet. So, you know what I'm saying? But they adjusted the damage multipliers for Cartethia and Flordelis, adjusted the number of erosion stacks applied by Cartethia, meaning it probably got nerfed to make people want to pull Chacona more, increased base defense, changed the multiplier of S2 Cartethia, adjusted the HP restored because, to be honest, the HP gimmick just was completely fucking useless. Adjusted sound effects and adjusted a few of the sequences 1, 3, and 6. This is for Lupa. But as you can see, the main thing, like, this is why I haven't made a video on it yet, is this. Like, they 100% nerfed Cartethia's Aero Erosion application. Just don't know by how much. How's Lupa doing? I think Lupa goes against a lot of people's expectations currently. So, it does make the Mono Fusion team pretty good on paper. It's pretty good. But Lupa is mainly supportive. She really just doesn't do all that much damage, right? So, the current strongest team for Lupa is Hypercarry Brant with SK. And the second strongest, I believe, is the Mono Fusion with Chang Li. What are the chances Hyacine is best in slot for Dark March? Like 99% chance. Because it's a Mono Remembrance team, and we don't have a single Remembrance sustain leaked for the entirety of version 3 other than Hyacine. So it's like a 99% chance. Yeah. Like, I saw people saying SP Don Hung, but summons do not count as characters on the team. Only memo sprites. So it wouldn't be SP Don Hung. I don't want a polar. Hey, gotta get that Mono Remembrance team, man. Gotta get the Mono Remembrance team. I mean, it's too obvious at this point, Draco. After the recent planar and relic sets that got leaked, like, there's just there's no other way, man. Dark March, Ceredra or RMC, and then Cyrene and Hyacine. That's going to be the team. If you're running Sustainless, you just get rid of Hyacine, and then you put in RMC plus Ceridra. Yeah, Draco. Maybe Cyrene has 2 memo sprites. uh... True Olem. Apparently it's My Day rerun now, not Sparkle. This makes me feel a little less worse about not going for E6 My Day, because there is zero way in any world I would be able to afford E6 My Day if he reruns on 3.4. It's because I'm trying to not pull anything before Cypher. Oh yeah, understandable, Kiwi. Did you change your decision to get Hyacine? Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Ah, fuck. So the original plan was, I'll pull Hyacine, skip Feynon's ass, and then Hyacine will give my account a lot of value, because I'll go for the March comp in the future. But then I saw Feynon's animations, and it was like, oh. And then I saw Archer's playstyle, and I was like, oh. So, now, I want E0S1 Feyon plus team, and I want to run, like, Archer and try him out as well. Feyon looks boring. I don't disagree. Like, if you guys want me to be honest, I'm more excited for Archer. Like, I'm not even trolling. I am not looking at the Feyon gameplays. Like, I've seen, like, 1 or 2 Feyon gameplays. I've already seen, like, 8 of Archer. Like, I'm watching all the Archer gameplays because he's the one I actually want to play. But everybody is running it with, like, E2 Sparkle, bro. Or, like, E1 Tribby. Didn't you say last time that E2 My Day, E0 Feyon? That is without best in slot teammates. Like, that probably still holds true, but that is without best in slot teammates. My Day is boring and you got him? I mean, yeah, because he was cool. The same way I want to get Feyon. Feyon's cool. If Archer was not on Feyon's banner, I'd be going for E2 Feyon as well, but... Yeah, Draco. Like, I'm seeing the sustainless runs, and it's exactly as I predicted. This guy can get fucking 2 ults off if you run him sustainless, and it's leading to these, like, incredibly low-cost 0 cycles. And, like, he is shitting on Pure Fiction. He's shitting on APOC. Like, Like APOC is his weakest spot, and he's still doing good in it. When do we think Sunday reruns? Like 3.4. It's like almost guaranteed. There's no way they don't take this chance to rerun Sunday. Yeah, like it has to be Feynon's banner. Like Sunday has already been overdue for one. Like 5 patches without a rerun is genuinely impressive. Showcase mega thread. Yeah, it seems like Cypher is a best in slot teammate outside of like the hypercare reaction advancer Kiwi for Archer. So yeah. Leaker said he was free to play on friendly. Leakers are fucking trash at this game for one. And for two, they aren't technically wrong. Because all of these 0 cycles with Feyon are sustainless. But, obviously, you'll probably be able to clear with a sustain like 2 cycles or something. E1S1 good for Archer? Yeah. I'd say E1S1 is a good spot. The E2's kinda eh. Because it only increases ult damage, which he barely fucking does. And then it's not until like E4, E6 that you get the decent ones. I mean, something we need to realize, right? A tale as old as time in HSR. Sometimes a DPS looks free to play friendly on release, and over time as they age, they become much less and less free to play friendly. And you kind of realize it's not that the DPS was free to play friendly, it's that they were so fucking strong that they could solo carry the team in terms of clearing content. Like, it's a tale as old as time at this point. Yeah, people used to call Acheron free to play friendly because of how well she could use Pela and like still shit on content. Yeah, Haru, I don't get it. Won't a sustainless Feyon team be Sunday Saridra Branya? Uh, yeah, basically. Feyon is the strongest DPS. Uh, uh I think Castris is better for 99% of the player base. But when he gets Saridra, probably, yeah. I just think Castris, like, her basically making sustains the equivalent to a support is a lot bigger for people. You don't have to put in as much investment. You don't have to worry about dying. Like, Castor is putting out like a similar level of damage output while being a million times easier to play. I think is honestly still better. Like, people need to understand, this is like Acheron Firefly all over again. Castris is not the only one who does damage on her team. Especially with the Hyacine release now. Like, Hyacine's doing like a mil plus a cycle. Tribby is doing damn near a mil plus a cycle herself. She's probably going to end up using Ceredra in the future, who's Remembrance. So she's also going to be a support who does damage. And then Castris herself's damage output is currently like the highest in the game in her best in slot team. Like, Feyon will be better, I think, but like currently not. Yeah, exactly, Draco. Like, you gotta keep in mind, Castris, especially with Hyacine out now, like, there's videos of her summoning the dragon like 5 times in a single cycle. Like, Feyon at max can get 2 ults off. Maybe. You run Feyon with a sustain, you're just not getting 2 ults off. Like, you're only getting 1. I just saw E6 Hyacine deal 20 million in MOC. Yeah, Hyacine's Eidolons are pretty good for her damage since it scales off of her healing. Feyon's single ult is enough to destroy Castris' entire career. I just think you're biased, gonna be honest. It's just no other way to put it. There's legit a video of a Castris with Hyacine zero cycling Hule on E0s. Like, this is an AoE character. Zero cycling a form. This was 4 million plus HP Hule before he got nerfed, by the way. Before he got his HP nerfed, it was like closer to 5 million. E1S1 Hyacine is very fun, I imagine. That's why I wanted to get Hyacine. But now, like, I really want to run Archer. I don't know. I will say this, right? I will say this. If I see more gameplays and I find out that even with, like, an E1 Sunday, this fucking Archer guy is bricked with no Sparkle or Tribby, I'm just not pulling on his ass. Like, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm just not pulling on his ass. And then I might pull Hyacine. I just saw an E0S1 Feyon zero cycle Hule with a whole free to play team. I mean, yeah, I know. But Feyon is a destruction slash single target character because of his bounce attacks. Castris is pretty much like pure AoE for the most part, outside of the dragon explosions. Like, it's much more impressive for Castris to be zero cycling a Hule than a Feyon. Like, if you put Feyon in an AoE situation at the same cost as a Castris, Castris is shitting on him. Same goes currently for, like, Blast content, probably. Also, that Hule attacking Feyon over and over again gives him a stack every 2 seconds. Like, I was watching that video. Hule attacked like 5 times in a fucking row, giving this guy like a shit ton more stacks. Gabby too deep in the cope? I don't even own a Casterus, bro. Like, oh my god. His counter forces the enemy to attack? Yeah, that's how it works. So the more enemies are on field, the more beneficial it is to use his counter attack. If there's only like one or two, you usually don't use the counter attack unless you got the guy at E4. Because E4 makes the counter attack basically like default. Doesn't Hule charge Casterus as well? Nowhere near to the degree that it saves Feyon. Casterus is already so good at charging her ult that yes, Hule helps. It's just not comparable to how much it helps Feyon. This guy's getting like 5 to 6 stacks from a single Hule turn. And his max stacks is 12. And it allows him to get like those 7 extra turns. Pure Fiction is the most AoE content in the game, and they'll give hella stacks to Feyon by hitting him. Yeah, but Casterus will still perform better. Like, Casterus is just her currently. Her entire team does damage. Guys, you gotta understand. Feyon is the only one doing anything on his team. He's running full buffers. You put Hyacine, Tribby, and Casterus all at once in Pure Fiction, you can put that shit on auto in Zero Cycle. Like, you can put that shit on auto in Zero Cycle. Like, you're running triple AoE DPSs at that point. Like, you need to understand, Tribby herself is enough to carry a bricked ass team to max clearing Pure Fiction. Like, yeah. Like, Feyon is not the only one doing damage. This is what I'm trying to get across. Feyon just isn't doing the combined damage of Casterus, Hyacine, Tribby, and like the future Saridra teammate. Like, he's just not doing all that. He's 100% better than Casterus by herself, but not the entire team's DPS. Nice, Kiwi. After Saridra, we're celebrating their funeral. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying when Feyon gets Saridra, if she works the way I think she will, and they don't like nerf it in any way, and she just straight up gives Feyon double the turns, yeah. Like, I'm gonna be honest, yeah. There's not really gonna be any competition anymore. It's just Feyon's world. Blech. Feyon's world, and we're living in it. Herda will fall off but be okay with Anaxa. Is it rude to say that for future content, Herda would literally just be a sandbag for Anaxa if you have Anaxa's hyper carry team? Like, you just don't put Herda in there, you just run Anaxa. Herda will have Pure Fiction. I mean, Pure Fiction won't mean anything when the Destruction character is getting 0 cycles with a Saridra. That's the problem. She's an emanator. Surely that means she's gonna last longer. Uh, I told people this many times that emanator does hold like some prestige in this game, but what matters is who's the most important in the lore. Like, I swear to God, the more important you are in the lore, even if you're an emanator, if you're not as important as another character, then that other character will probably be stronger than you when they release. This is why I said Feyon and Casterus would be like the Acheron Firefly. And people were like, no, her does the Acheron because she's an emanator. It's like, nope. Shh. Nope. Nope. Although you could argue it's the opposite. You could argue Feyon's the Acheron and Casterus is the Firefly. They just switched it up. Feyon plays more like Super Break? Nah. Nah, not at all. Feyon has 3 supports who basically don't do shit else but make stacks for him. And then he's solo carrying the entire team's damage. Like, it's very similar to Acheron's playstyle. The Super Break team, like, everyone does damage. Even if one DPS isn't the strongest. Which is like Casterus is. I feel that Saridra will do damage. The thing is, whether or not it'll matter. Like, the thing with Saridra Feyon and Saridra doing damage mattering for Feyon is that, like, 90% of the time, he's straight up just gonna be in his old state. So it's like, how exactly would she be able to do a decent chunk of damage when she's just, like, gone? Maybe when she applies her buff to Feyon, she can take herself into the transformation state with Feyon as a memo sprite. What do we think about that, guys? What do we think about that? Archer being so insane makes me happy. I'm definitely gonna go for Elons and Sig. Sadly, gotta grab at least one Sparkle though. Understandable. Cooking? Let him cook. That's what I'm saying. Feyon's old state is kind of annoying. Okay, if I'm being honest, Feyon's old state is so cool and badass that when he goes back to his base form, it hurts. Like, it brings tears to my eyes. Like, please just go back into the old state. Like, I don't think Feyon is bad looking in the slightest, but the transformation is just way too fucking cool. It's like, bro, just go back. Like, what are you doing, man? Just go back. I don't like that the team is kicked out of the fight. I mean, that's fully understandable. That's fully understandable. Feyon is basically a complete, like, solo carry. Everybody is literally just a stack bot for him. Cough, cough, Acheron. Everybody's just a stack bot. Jiaoqiu, #1 stack generator. In a year, someone's going to replace Saridra and be an even better stack generator. You know, it is what it is. The same Acheron dilemma that Acheron mains have right now, Feyon mains are going to have in the future. There's going to be someone who can regenerate a little bit of energy every time they buff a character. And that's going to give Feyon 2 stacks every time. kick everyone out, let me solo. Oh yeah, like Don Hung SP will obviously be best in Sot Sustain. Which I was planning to make a video on this, on how like sustains are finally making a fucking comeback, like very slowly, but like for their teams, E0S1 Hyacine is just way better than a support for caster. It's like any Harmony, and SP Don Hung is shaping up to be like something similar, with like the dragon maybe being able to buff, do damage, and be with Feyon. This also leads to Feyon getting more, like 50% more damage bonus off of the summon that Don Hung gives. Like, I think we're finally going into the era of sustains being close to the level of like actual supports. How are they gonna sell Don Hung when they made Shielders dog shit? They'll just make Don Hung put a summon on everyone on the team, and then that summon will absorb all the damage taken by the character and dish it out. Bam. This works with Feyon, by the way, because of Feyon's counter attack. It'll incentivize you to always use Feyon's counter attack when you're not using his enhanced skill. Yeah, Hyacine is literally just a better Ling Sha. Like, I love Ling Sha. I gave her a lot of glaze when she released. I protected her with my life when people were saying 5% better than Gallagher. But, we gotta go to sleep, Granny. You know, Hyacine's here. Holy leg. Do you think Feyon can actually die in ult form? Yes. It's very hard, but I think it might be possible in the future. I was watching a Feyon showcase with him against the Aquila boss, and he dropped down to like 2k HP from a single attack. Like, he was very close to dying. I think right now, like, there probably won't be anyone that can actually kill him, because he can just like attack fast enough anyways, get a heal back from the light cone. But I think maybe no light cone, honestly. I can see Feyon dying or exiting his old state against certain boss fights. He has a revive. That's what his light cone does. Isn't his light cone healing? Or did they change it? Healing got moved to base kit? Oh. Oh yeah, you're right. The light cone now gives speed, defense ignore, and damage increase. Okay. Oh, I asked what the light cone does. 12's base speed, because his ult transformation state, like the extra turns he gets, are based off of his base speed. So the higher the better. This means that adding speed with relics won't do shit. Ignores 18% of defense, and when Blazing Sun is active, increases the wearer's damage dealt by 60%. I think they'll buff his light cone. I don't think so. Is his light cone the only way to get more base speed? Pretty much. I believe so. Don't need a pull, don't need a pull. So do you use attack boots or speed boots? From what I understand, I do think attack boots is better. So speed tuning for Feyon seems to not really matter all that much. So you just run the attack boots so he can have more damage in his old state. Oh, the one from the beginning of the game, Kiwi? Yeah. Even like in his transformation state, his like weak attack that he does like at base also has like the black red cubes that she has. Hello, turtles. Will you pull for Saber? Probably not. I'm more interested in Archer and Feyon than I am Saber. Feyon made me leak my pants. Yeah, looks amazing. Is Archer free? Yeah. Archer with E2 has the highest single target nuke. Yeah, but I don't think his E2 is worth it personally. Like, I think hunt characters are way too easily power creepable by the future hunt one. And that E2 only increasing ult damage is like pretty trash because he doesn't get ult all that often. Oh wow, Olam. So he's basically just a better My Day. Oh. Probably hyperspeed, Adi. Probably hyperspeed. I mean, you could use -1, but you'd probably have to get some speed substats with the light cone. And, like, not use speed boots to not lose too much damage. How does that work with Caster's global passive? It probably works the way it, like, normally works. Like, I'm pretty sure if Feyon dies on a Caster's team, I don't think Caster's global passive is activated. Because Feyon automatically revives himself anyways. Nice, Otis. Well, yeah, carpet, but it's hard. It's not easy building up all those skill points. I don't think he can even attack 5 times. He can only attack max 5 with E1, I think. He needs E1. But most people are probably only going to be able to do 3 in a row most of the time. And with E1, probably 4. But I will say, at least from the sustainless E2 Sparkle E1 Tribby showcases I've seen, he does a disgusting amount of single target damage once you stack up all the skill points. But you gotta keep in mind, like, fuck, they keep doing E2 Sparkle and E1 Tribby. Yeah, the sustainless propaganda. Like, sustainless and E2 Sparkle E1 Tribby, like, how much is the damage fall off? Like, does it just drop down to like 2 or 300k a skill instead? Why is it that the one character I want to skip the most is the one character with perfect synergy with all the units on my account? Robin and Sunday. I mean, I want to have Whoa, but like, I could just run as a stainless saber to be honest. I've seen 3 cost teams doing 5 to 900k. Well, yeah, but they're sustainless is the thing. Oh, someone actually ran him with Robin. I'm gonna mute it so I don't have to like get rid of the stream. How good is Robin's ER? Wait, what? Did I just get baited? Why is there Tribby when the thumbnail said Robin? Wait, I just got baited. Oh, wait, I just got baited. He put Robin on the team lineup in the thumbnail and then ran him with Tribby Sparkle. It's 3B, always has been. Let me search up Archer Sunday Robin. Fuck, there's nothing. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the Archer showcases are cooked right now. It's Tribby's world, pack it up. Oh, I can't pull, bro. Like, fuck. It's like, what do I do, man? What do I do? It would be funny if I skipped Feyon and just pulled E1 Tribby and played Archer. Mega thread location, it's literally directly on the Reddit. Like it's right in front of your face the second you show go on it. It's at the very top next to absolute highest cinema. And it's showcase mega thread. No problem, Requiem. I don't think Tribby's that good. It's just the E1 chilling. I don't disagree. The problem is Tribby can have 100% ult uptime without even having like any downtime. Like I can use my E1 Robin, which is fine, but the problem is worse SP generation than Tribby, and um, I mean it's an E1 Robin, but like the energy issues. I need to wait for more short showcases. That's really all it is. I need to see more showcases with Robin and Sunday. Because if there was a DPS that I'd pull to use my Robin, it'd be Saber right now. But I don't want Saber. I only care about Feyon and Archer. Oh, really, Tumblr? I don't trust it. I mean, to be honest, Archer gave Sparkle as much value as Dill gave Sparkle value a while ago. Like, it's only temporary. There will probably be a new support in the future that will still just be better than Sparkle simply because they're newer. And then she's going to lose her value again. Maybe she gets buffed though. You run them both? Nah. Running double action advancers is kinda cooked. Wait, hear me out, right? Hear me out. For characters that don't... Mm, if Cyrene can actually solve energy issues, wouldn't that mean that anyone could run like Cyrene plus Robin? Because like Robin will always guaranteed have the ultimate up at 100% time. Robin 4.0? Yeah. Or maybe Cyrene is just straight up better Robin and you just don't use Robin. Like you just use an action advancer, but... Alright guys, I'm going to end the stream here. Appreciate you all stopping by. I just ended up yapping a lot without actually doing anything. Love you all. I'm going to keep looking for showcases. Peace.